Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is RenderTechnician and welcome to a brand new episode of RenderTech Classic. We've played the first two Five Nights at Tableland games, both on the channel as classic overview episodes where we give an in-depth view of the games, and I thought it would only be sensible to do the third game. I'm just waiting for an option to appear in the bottom right, which is Night X. Now this night, funnily enough, increases the chance of an animatronic known as PTLD-93. That stands for Po La La. That really scared me. And I think in this one, they're either really hard or really easy. But we're going to do it anyways because, and obviously we're going to be utilising our strategy that we came up with in our normal playthrough, in which we'll keep an eye on the right vent, and if for any reason it goes wrong, fair enough. And obviously when you're doing these, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here. It's not good. I think he's done something here. So obviously Lala comes from the middle door. Don't concentrate on dying here. Oh well. You'll see there's like a black animatronic out there that has more probability of showing up on these nights. I think I already said, yeah, PTLD-93 stands for Po, La La, Dipsy, and Tinky Winky, obviously. And this game always has a lot of modifications. When I first played this game... What on earth is that? Anyways, when I first got this game, it had a lot of crashing issues, and when I recorded this game all the way back in... late last year, it again had crashing issues to the point where you literally couldn't record it committedly. So if you were doing really, really well at a specific section, you had to be prepared to have to do it again, just simply because the game would crash. But other than that, the concept of the game is quite good. So you're in like a factory and you've got 3 doors and you've got a faulty power system, so to speak. Let's keep an eye on... Oh, no, it's okay. Then you've got a ventilation system where characters come. You've got a laptop and you've got this, basically. And nobody seems to be coming for me. Again, I think it's the fact of PTLD-93 is the main attraction of this night, and with the exception of a couple of ambulances, nobody seems to be active at all. I don't know if that's a new addition or if that's just for Night X, but that's definitely different. Every time I play this game, the power seems to have been modified somewhat. So, originally when I closed the middle and left doors, there'll be no problems, but now we get a slow, trickled discharge. Here, I'll show you. So if we close that door and we try and do that, there's a slow, trickled discharge to a point whereby you can't sustain a reasonable charge and you're going to have to open the middle door. Or both door, or leave the central door open, but the right and the left door, open. So you don't want to leave that. So the best solution is basically in this night I'm going to leave B and C open, even though Lala comes through the middle one. But A is where Nunu patrols quite a lot, and Nunu is pretty scary. Especially if he takes you off by surprise. I'm not actually too sure if you can finish this night. Must be some kind of possibility. It's the fact of when you got the original, who's basically a load of different parts. And this is new. I don't. Oh, that's different. You can see there in the Knight X, his eyes illuminate, and most of them have no eyes basically, which is a main indication normally that they are indeed active. We're already at 5 AM. So say for example Nunu, you wouldn't know if he's active because normally it looks like that vent's going through her head. I'm trying to find so you've got the old Dipsy, again these are the prototype models, then you've got Decimated, who's basically the voice trumpet, starts off on cam 10. You got the original. Lala acts a lot like Foxy in the fact of when you're not looking at her, she'll move. She's actually got a cancelled animation where she would actually grab the camera and knock it offline. And I think it's cam 1, I think. If you look at cam 1, if you look at camera 1, you can see Lala running down there. Okay, that was Knight X. A lot of people have been asking if they wanted me to do that, and it seems to be the same deal as Knight X on Final Lost Timeline 2, in the sense of they have no eyes and all of that various stuff. Again, I do apologise, this episode has maybe been a bit bad, but I have been doing these all in one go. Anyways, thank you very much for watching this episode of RenderTech Classic, and like if you like, dislike if you dislike. If you disliked it, let me know why in the comment section below, and as long as it's not something like "you're a bastard," I'll make sure to get that implemented into the next video. Anyways, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care, everybody.